of the final messages was that, believe it or not, despite the chaos ensuing collectively and individually, we are on the right track. And apparently the way that they know we are collectively on the right track, despite the BS happening, is the impact of the individual. The individual transitioning, the individual evolving, and essentially the collective transition of frequencies, of density. And so apparently we're in a really good place. And they were saying that no matter what your belief is, no matter what your ego is going to agree to or reject, having a spiritual experience that goes outside of the boundary of what we've been taught and what we've been programmed, you can't unexperience that. You can't unsee that. Once you have a lucid dream, once you see a ghost for the first time, once you feel a connection to someone from that heart space, there's no unexperiencing that. It's changing the way we've been programmed. And apparently we're on the right track with things. And apparently it's got to get worse before it gets better. And that's where we're at right now. And things will shift. And apparently we're still looking at about the 2028 timeline to even the 2030 timeline as far as when we are going to get a little bit of reprieve. Hopefully, for those of you who are in it and you're going through it, and it's going to get better, right? If we confront things and we feel things and we're with them, we move through them a lot faster, right? So it's changing your perception, but it's not avoiding the emotions that go along with the challenge and the suffering. And finally, I just want to mention that, and this is what this being said that just really profoundly impacted me, is that we try and find love through external means. Now, obviously, if you're in a lower frequency, you're trying to find love or happiness or fulfillment through alcohol or drugs or gambling or buying stuff on Amazon, right? If you're a bit of a higher vibration, maybe you try and find love through the beauty in a blossoming flower, or that exchange that you had with your neighbor, or that puppy that you ran into on the street. But apparently all of that love is fake, right? Truly. Which is like, we need the reminder. We know, but we need it. We need to hear it. There is a true love. It's called unconditional love. It is not based on anything rooted in this physical reality. Unconditional love is a frequency that you have within yourself because you are a fractal of source, right? And that's it. I mean, that's what the ascended master Jesus was able to do. He was able to understand that all of this is a game. Yeah, it's an illusion. It's a simulation. It is set up so that we can experience nothing and everything simultaneously, which is truly a masterclass. And what Jesus was able to do was to fully understand himself as a part, as a fractal of that source frequency. He was able to deprogram himself and reprogram himself to understand that without ego, without attachment, without identity, you can access everything. That things like gravity don't actually exist in the way that we've been taught. Things like time don't actually exist linearly, but yet simultaneously. So please, let go of the illusion. Let go of the attachment. Let go of the projection. Let go of the dramas. Let go of the emotions. Feel it all, experience it all. Yes, yes, absolutely. But take a moment to let it go too. And understand that you are none of it. And within that surrender, within that nothingness, you will find yourself, maybe for the first time ever, because you, my friend, you're all of it.